Mr. Morales?
Yes, sorry.
You have your video?
Just a moment.
Okay, we ready to proceed? Everybody's still under oath?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sí.
Okay. We're able to get these converted. However, they're in no order. I don't know how you're going to identify them. They're not labeled. Let me get them first. Hold on. Okay. Okay, before we get started, I'm just going to go through these and see what you can tell which is what. Are you all looking at the screen?
Yes.
Okay. This computer's really slow right now. I don't know what's going on. If I yeah, you may get cut off here because I may have to reopen this, but just stay logged on. I'll be back. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm out. Okay. 1 second. Whoa. Okay, I'm just gonna open these, see if they can open there. Okay, there's a photo. Now this is working. Photo. Here's a receipt. What is this receipt of?
That is the receipt that Rodolfo Morales gave to my parents when they gave a down payment and then when it was fully paid.
Okay, so what is the total of that? I can't.
¿Qué era el total? The total was that 7,000.
What's this first receipt that I'm pointing to? How much is that receipt for?
It was a down payment of $4,200.
That's what this receipt says, $4,200?
Yes, and the bottom one is the fully paid in 7,000.
The second receipt is for 7,000?
Yes. They paid the remaining of 2,200.
Okay, that's not what I asked. What is this receipt? How much is this receipt for?
That's for the paid full receipt. They
How
paid
much is the receipt for?
2,200.
Okay. How much, the first receipt, how much is the first receipt for?
4,200.
That's a total of 6,400. Correct.
Well, then he wrote it wrong because the total was 7,000. Rodolfo Morales was the one who wrote it.
I'm sorry?
Rodolfo Morales was the one that wrote the receipts. So
Mr.
he's the one
Morales,
that-
what is the first receipt for?
That was for a down payment. It was 4,200,
Okay,
and the second one I'm not able to see it right. But they did pay me the 7,000 in full.
they paid you 7,000 in full, okay?
Yes.
Is, what? And this contract is what, okay, maybe this can make it bigger, there we go.
That is another contract with another roofing company that my parents had to hire to fix what Rodolfo Morales' company left in a bad shape.
Okay,
Your Honor, if you can see, it says they repaired the air, which I didn't touch, and I don't know what the.
wait, just, we're gonna take one at a one time. I'm talking to the Flores family at this point, okay? And I'll come back to this. What does it say in Spanish?
It says repairing of the AC and metal all around the AC. They had to repair that.
Now listen, when I ask something, I'm not asking for additional information. I'm just asking, what does this receipt say?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's written on there
Right.
in Spanish.
You're about to say they had to do something else. That's not written on there, is it?
Okay.
Okay, so what does it say exactly? What does it says on the receipt?
It says repair the the repairing the AC, all around the AC, including the metal and the ceiling dripper,
The ceiling what?
the dripper.
Ceiling dripper.
Yes.
That doesn't say that.
What does it say, Mr. Morales? What do you contend it says?
It says they repair the AC, which we didn't even touch, and the metal
Again,
around the AC.
Mr. Morales, I just asked what the,
Yeah.
I didn't ask for your additional
Okay, yeah,
information.
okay. So it's repair AC and then metal repair, and the other one I cannot see, but that's not the metal.
Including the metal.
Yeah, they're basically putting that they fixed the AC and the support of the AC.
Is the roof jack?
Yes, sir, where you sit the AC.
The stand.
Yes.
Okay, and the charge was for, looks like 1,200, 600, 600. How much was the total?
The total was 1,200.
So what is this 1,200 here?
That's the total. My parents gave a 600 down payment, and the 600 on the bottom is the other half.
Okay, so total pairs of 1,200, okay. Where was it at? I was at, that one went over, that one went over. What is this?
Those were just screenshots of text messages where my parents are asking him to go repair.
Who is this right here?
That's Rodolfo Morales.
And what does it say?
He said that he's saying again that that we need an inspection that can be sent to MF Remodeling at iCloud, and that he needs an inspection with the details, please.
When, is this after the job was done?
Yes, after.
Okay. It says all of this is just saying he needs an inspection.
Yes,
That looks like an awful bit of a lot of writing for just, I need an inspection.
Well, it says
Correct,
that
sir.
it does say that he needs an inspection, that he needs to be sent to the given email. And then he repeats himself again. I need an inspection that has a license, and then to give details.
Okay, what does this say?
Like your license, it doesn't work for anything. The other men are gonna come and they're gonna be my witnesses that you did a really bad job.
What does this say?
It says perfect. Like I said, I need the inspection. Send it to
Okay.
my.
Why is this pertinent? What is this text? Why are you providing this text?
I sent a lot of screenshots of messages because my parents kept sending him messages saying to come fix the roof. But he always gave excuses. So my parents wanted to hire an inspector.
So is this out of order? Is there other text that can explain this? What, I need the
Yeah.
background of this.
I'm not sure if Mr. Garza had them in order.
What order did you have them in?
When I sent the file, they were all in order, but that's the contract with MF Remodeling.
Okay, now I read the petition, something about, in your answer, Mr. Morales, you're saying something about, I guess, tell me briefly what the Flores' case is. You're saying that they didn't do what?
Do you need me to repeat it from the beginning or just some
Or the
parts?
Flores, I'm asking the Flores. What are you saying Mr. Morales didn't do?
He was hired to renovate the roof, but he left a lot of parts of the roof really bad done. And so my parents had
What
to
parts?
hire, many sections. I actually sent pictures in a file. Many parts of the roof were
What
badly
picture do you
done.
want me to open?
I have no idea what the names are. But
Were
if you
yours labeled?
Yes, they're labeled roof pictures.
All of them are labeled roof pictures?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, so how do you distinguish one from the other?
It says, well, no, because Mr. Garza took a screenshot of them, so they all have the name under
What were
screenshot.
yours labeled?
They were labeled roof pictures.
All of the roof pictures were labeled roof pictures.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so they weren't labeled. If all of them are labeled the same thing, that means they're not labeled. Correct?
Correct.
How many photos are there?
About 20, more or less.
Okay, so there's 20 photos all labeled the same thing.
Yes.
What does this picture show?
That's the ceiling, the dripper. It's really thin and it's supposed to be thick to get all of the
The metal,
water
the
drains.
flashing,
Yes.
the flashing is supposed to be thick?
I'm sorry, you're cutting off.
The flashing is this metal. You're saying that's supposed to be thick?
Yes, uh-huh.
Mr. Morales, we're gonna take one each photo at a time, and I'm gonna allow the photos to explain what the picture is, and I'm gonna have Mr. Morales have his response. So what is wrong with this picture? This metal is not thick enough? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's not thick enough, and when it rains, it doesn't go through the dripper, so it starts leaking through the house.
What is a dripper?
Where when it rains, the water stays there, and then it drips down.
Okay, what are you referring to as the dripper?
It's a metal. It's like a little metal.
That's the dripper. Okay, and what's wrong with the dripper?
Yes, it's too thin, and when it rains, it leaks inside the house because it's too thin.
Okay, Ms. Morales?
Yeah, that's impossible. It wouldn't leak. That's a 1x2 drip edge. That's usually used for small 1x's. So that's a special drip edge. What it does, it has a flat flat surface, and in the bottom it has like a U shape. So every time it rains, it has to drip. It's impossible for it to drip inside the house. That's to drip outside the house.
Okay. What does this photo show?
That picture shows the front part of the house, and when it rains, it actually starts leaking inside.
Where? Here?
From the corner, yes, where you see black. The roof isn't well put, and so the water goes in.
Goes underneath here? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, uh-huh.
Mr. Morales?
I mean, that's how the old roof was, and I had told Mr. Flores about it. That's impossible for it to drip inside because the drain comes in. If it comes from the left or right, it has to drip to the bottom.
But the wood soaks up the water, and that's not good for the house.
What does this picture reflect?
It's okay.
Ahí por donde se metía mucho el agua.
My mom is saying that's one of the I guess the roof shingles, and water would drip from inside from there because they're not well stapled.
Morales?
If they're not well stapled by today, they wouldn't be there anymore. With the air we're having right now, they wouldn't be there right now.
This photo? This
Esa
photo
foto,
we had before?
el chingón encontraba abajo, lo más lo puso hacia arriba y por ahí se metían.
The roof from each end doesn't meet, and so water goes in through there as well. Because if you can see,
Underneath?
it's like a hole, yes, right there.
So was designed to be up here? This is supposed to be level with this?
I believe so.
No, the roof is not level, right, sir? That's I don't know how to say in English, but it's called el valle. It's where in the roof you have a drip that when the water goes in, that it goes all the way down. That's not level. The wood is not level. The roof is not level. Sorry.
There's still a hole right there in the roof.
So how would this be properly done?
Sí, el agua se metía,
Okay.
el agua
Muy bien.
corría y luego
The
se
only way
metía.
you can repair that is if we level the wood, the roof with the roof. Because if we do a cut in the metal just to make it flat, that's when they will have real water damage because the water will be going in the shingle.
This photo, what does this show?
Es como dejó así todo a la brava el de ese-
Right there, you can see the dripper, that it's not well installed. You can see like that it's cut like in half.
That's not cutting in half. That's the joints of the drip edge. Each drip
I mean,
edge.
It couldn't be,
Sorry, sir.
it couldn't possibly be continuous forever.
No, because the drip edge, the longest one they have in stores are like 10 feet. So each one of them are 10 feet.
Nomás es la continuación de una.
Sí, pero mira qué feo dejó.
How would you, if you go over 10 feet, how would you?
I believe that's, I don't know where that is, that's it, but the front and the back measure, that I recall, they measure at least 44 feet long. So like 4 or 5 of those drip edge were installed in the front and the back.
Anything else from either side?
No.
Mira,
What's going on here?
¿Qué es eso?
era que no lo emparejó y como es nuevo,
Both ends of I guess of the ceiling dripper aren't connected, as you can see right there. And then some of the shingles are like
lo
on,
puso como quisieron.
they're not very well stapled, I guess you can say that.
What's going on?
Your Honor, if you zoom into if you put your mouse thing to the left, if you zoom in, you can see the plywood on the bottom of that metal. It's more,
Here?
yes, that's pointing more to the front, and the other one is pointing to the back. So they're not level, like I said. The wood wasn't level
So why wouldn't you fix that?
because they didn't want to pay for that. I offered them to repair the whole wood in the house before putting the roof, and they didn't want to do that because it was too expensive.
Esto va aquí.
Where did you make that offer?
Es eso. Tiene que ir ahí.
Excuse me? The beginning of the quote, it was around June 9, I believe.
So there would have been a written proposal?
Brava.
Yeah, there was a proposal to fix the plywood before putting the roof, and they didn't want to do that because I showed them a lot of parts were on
you have that?
level.
Dile que esa
Excuse me?
madera.
Do you have that written proposal?
No, I don't.
Who has it?
I told Mr. Arturo in person.
I'm sorry?
I told Mr. Arturo Flores in person.
Que le dio una
Give him
propuesta.
anything in writing. Did you give him anything in writing?
Just the contract, sir. That was all the contract.
Did you give the proposal to fix all the wood in writing?
No, I didn't.
What is this here?
El agua.
Yes. That's where the leakage started, where the water was started to come in through the house. Through the middle, if you can see the middle.
Ahí está.
That clearly doesn't look right.
¿Sí?
Mhm.
What's going on here, Mr. Morales?
If you when you go to the corner of the drip edge, as you can see,
Here?
there's no more
Here?
wood. Yeah, more to the right. Yeah, like that part, there's no more wood. I wouldn't be able to put any more drip edge.
But he didn't.
Leave it open?
And if I put the wood, I mean, if I put the shingle on top of the other shingle, it won't stay there.
So this is your solution?
No, the problem here is that I never told them I wouldn't go fix some stuff, but they told me not to go, that they were gonna hire someone else, because that can be filled with foam, waterproof foam. But right now they never told me they had leaks right now they're saying they have leaks around like every part of the roof. They only told me they had a leak where the AC unit was.
But when you left the job, you were all right with this?
No, but I mean, like I said, I cannot really do anything. As you can see, the wood doesn't run all the way over there, or there's no.
So did you tell him, listen, there's a part in the roof that there's a hole in?
I told Mr. Flores to check before paying me. He came back and told me everything was fine with him.
No.
So you
So
told
then
him-
3 days passed by, and then they started telling me that they had a lot of problems. And
But you didn't tell him anything about this?
no, I didn't.
Well, I mean, you as a roofer know something's wrong here, right?
Excuse me, sir.
You know, as a roofer, something's wrong here. This isn't going to work.
In there it has Lucas roofing cement.
Okay, you know this
That's the
isn't
only thing.
correct.
Excuse me.
You know this isn't going to work, correct?
I mean, I don't think it's leaking from there because we put roofing concrete in there.
Where's the roofing concrete?
Where you put if you can go up, it's next to the drip H. That black thing is that's roofing concrete.
Where is it here?
There where you're pointing, all that has roofing concrete.
This brown is roofing
That's
concrete?
that's the wood.
Okay, so that's not roofing.
But that cannot be covered because the other drip H is in the bottom. Like I said, the wood is not level right, so we couldn't do that much. That's why
Is this
I
roofing
offered them
Is this roofing concrete?
that one, the black, yeah. But in the bottom on the wood,
This is not.
no, yeah, that's all that is concrete, roofing concrete.
Okay, so this is all right with you?
The other part, yes, that right there, I couldn't do a lot because they didn't want to level the wood.
Are you hearing my question?
Yes.
This is all right with you? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, for me, it is because I couldn't do that much. I did my job. What is this?
Es el baño. Dile que
That's the vent for the restroom, and they just I have no idea. I don't know how to explain that. They just put a lot of, I don't know, glue shingles together just to cover it up. I'm not sure.
Why are all the roofing granules around here?
I have no idea.
I'm asking Mr. Morales.
That's to prevent water leaking. We put concrete cement and then we put the granite.
This is a full shingle, is it not? Or
No, that's not a shingle. That's concrete, roofing concrete and granite. That one,
is
yes,
this,
that's.
is this shingle torn?
No, I don't think so.
It looks like
That
it's,
looks like no. That looks like it's concrete with granite.
this line here.
Looks like
está rompido.
That's not a tear in the shingle?
Well, for me, no, because we put concrete, roofing concrete and granite. I don't know if it's cracked or not because I haven't been over there.
The one over here, is this a tear in the shingle?
Lo reventaron.
I'm not sure, sir.
I mean, you put the roofing concrete in the granules where the shingle doesn't cover, correct?
No, because there's a little hole where that bend goes in, and that's why we put concrete, roofing concrete and granite so the water doesn't go in.
What is this showing?
Mismo de ahorita donde se metía el agua por ahí.
That picture is the following picture that you showed right now, where it's not aligned, and you can see that the wood is it's not very well aligned to the wall, and so water goes in through there.
Mr. Morales?
Like I said, that's something I offered to do, and they didn't want me to fix any of that.
Okay, también es.
There's nothing much I can do there. if they don't want me to fix that for them.
This is flashing, is it not? What is this called here?
No, that's not flashing. That's the plywood, the trim.
Fascia.
Yes,
Fascia could be replaced, can it not?
yes, sir. But like I said, they didn't want to do that.
I'm sorry. My dad is saying that Mr. Morales never offered to replace that.
Okay. Had we seen this one or seems like
Yeah, we've seen that one. Huh?
what's going on here?
Eso es como lo dejó, pues es que un techo nuevo no se ve así.
They're saying that a new roof isn't supposed to look like that. If you notice, there's like pieces of shingles not very well stapled. And you can see that some water or something else can go under the shingles because it's not stapled. And it's just hanging
Morales?
there.
Like I repeat, it's a plywood, sir. Like I said, if you can see, one drip edge is more upper than the other one. So the other that part, I believe, I don't recall it, but I believe the plywood is like more up and down. That's why the other drip edge looks like that.
That's the contract.
Okay, so where in your contract do you say you're not going to do certain things?
Excuse me?
This is where in your contract it say you're not going to do certain things. This is for, let's see, the agreement between Arturo Flores and Rodolfo Morales from remodeling repair, effective 6/12/2020. So this is for one client, $107 down minimum to be paid upon completion. Contributions for the labor necessary to perform the services and down payment. Time is given upon completion of the service contract will remove all debris. Didn't even say anything you're going to do.
They have warranty, and I told them they have warranty. Like, let's say 10 shingles, 6 shingles fly away because of the wind, or let's say they like some shingles rip, I'll go and replace them for them. But I never offer them water or any type of leak warranty for that, because the only
really?
thing they told me that they show me leaks they had.
Hold on. So you're contracting to replace a roof and you don't warranty against leaks?
No, I do, but when they want to replace a whole plywood, that plywood wasn't done by me.
So does it say that anywhere in your contract?
No, sir.
Why not?
Excuse me?
Why not?
Because I have told Mr. Arturo what's going to be covered and what wasn't. In some messages, I actually told him, I don't know if they send the pictures, but I had told him that my warranty doesn't cover any type of wire damage or any leaks.
After the roof was completed?
Yes, sir.
So
And he,
I mean, shouldn't that be told to them before they do it?
excuse me?
Shouldn't you tell them that before you put the roof on?
Well,
Mr. Morales?
yes, hello?
Shouldn't you tell them that before you put the roof on?
Yes, sir, but as a client, they have the right to ask me as well.
Also, if they don't ask you, you don't tell them.
No, sir.
That's no,
I
sir.
tell them when for example, if they would have told me to change the whole plywood, I would have told them, but since they didn't want me to do the whole plywood, therefore I don't offer any roofing leaks or any. That's how a lot of companies work here. They
You
don't
don't,
offer water leaks. They don't offer water leaks or any type of leaks unless they touch the plywood.
yeah, you don't tell them any of that before you do the job.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
This is, so now let's go back. This is what they repaired.
Yes, correct.
Chile que tenemos, el señor.
Mhm.
And this is repair around all around AC, including metal support stand, $1,200, okay? That's the receipts. What is this?
Yes.
Eso es lo que dejó él, todos levantados.
He left the shingles not well stapled. That's where the light pole is. My dad is mentioning that. And as you can see, I mean, a new roof shouldn't look like that. It's all not well done.
Mr. Morales?
I couldn't put it all the way down because that's where the metal thing holds to the roof. That's where the legs of that pipe is.
Legs of the what?
The legs of the pipe,
And the
the
pipe,
holder.
then the pipe goes plain through?
No, they have little legs that are attached to the roof.
¿Cómo la pone? ¿Dónde está esto? Esa,
And what is this?
dile.
Yes.
Es que él dijo que iba a venir a arreglar y nomás le puso eso.
My parents contacted Rodolfo Morales because there was a hole there, like a plain hole. And he said he was gonna fix it, but he just put foam in there. And I don't think, well, my parents don't think that's a very good repair. And as you can see, there's still a little hole right on the left side. And he didn't repair that either.
Mr. Morales?
They called me. That's the time I went, and he told me he was having leaks. So I told him I was gonna put that for a meanwhile right now, so water didn't go down and damage any type of wood. And I was gonna go back, but like I said, they told me not to go back because they were gonna hire other people. Now she's saying I didn't fix that thing on the left. That's wood. Like I said, they never wanted me to fix the plywood. So if they don't want me to fix the
I think they're
plywood,
talking-
I don't.
I
Yes,
think they're talking about this gap.
Mhm.
Yes, correct. That's the plywood.
No, there's
It's
a
open.
gap here.
Yes, it's open. That's when you go and you go up. That's the hole the plywood has. The plywood doesn't go all the way over there.
Dile que la vas a empezar a meter desde-
There's a gap here, right?
Yes, sir.
You need
And
to-
that's when I put it foam because he told me he had leaks. So I told him I was gonna put that meanwhile. I was gonna come back and fix that, but like I said, they told me not to go back.
Isn't this just a continuation of the same gap?
Excuse me?
Isn't this a continuation of the same gap?
No, that it has a drip. It goes down. I think that's where the porch they have. Yeah, it goes down. That's where the porch it is. That's where they have the porch, and that where the trim doesn't allow me to.
What is this?
Ahí corre el agua para adentro. Y no les ha llegado el video donde adentro
That's supposed to be a video where you can see that the ceiling goes down. ¿Qué más?
se chorreaba el agua para el
And
garage.
the water just drips down to the garage, and that's not
Y
supposed
se,
to happen.
ya se fregó todo.
And the wood absorbs the water, and so the wood would get all swollen.
What are you suing for?
My parents are suing for money. They want what they paid for the other company that fixed the spots. They're asking for $2,000 and the court fees.
Asking for a total of 2,000 in the court?
Fees.
Pues, ya, ya, ya.
So what did the roof, of those pictures, did the other company fix any of those things?
La compañía otra, ¿qué cosas arregló?
Ah,
Unas cosas.
En
unas
las
cosas.
de- unas cosas.
He was the company was able to fix
No arregló
some
todo porque
some
costaba más.
parts, but not all of the parts because it was really expensive. So only the leakages were fixed.
Dile que ahora no sé qué voy a hacer cuando llueva otra vez y se empieza a gotear donde el señor no me arregló.
And my mom is saying right now that she doesn't know what she's gonna do when it starts raining again because the other company didn't fix all of the leakages. So we're gonna start leaking again when the rains come.
Me van a cobrar más.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to state, the Florises?
¿Algo más que quieran decir?
Ah, híjole, mija. Pues nomás que le quiten el permiso para que construya de esos piles.
Well, she's saying that with a roof like that, a roof built like that, Mr. Rodolfo shouldn't have a license to do roofs because they're really bad done and it affects, well, the people.
Who doesn't have a license?
Mr. Rodolfo, that he shouldn't have a license. Well, she's commenting that he shouldn't have a license because they're
Okay.
very bad done.
Mr. Morales, what would you like to offer?
I offered them my help since the beginning. Like I said, they only sent me a video where the AC unit was, and Mr. Arturo had mentioned to me that the old roof, they have constantly leaking where the AC water was. And then me and Mr. Arturo walked to the roof again, and the AC water had a big hole. And when they turn it on, the water, the AC water gets full of water, so that's dripping where the damage they had. That's the only picture they sent me, and I told them that didn't cover the warranty didn't cover that, but I was gonna go fix whatever they needed me to fix. Like I said, like those chingos, they telling me that it's open and all that. Those gaps, I was gonna go fix them, but they told me not to go anymore. That they were gonna hire someone else.
I would like to say something.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you got all of the messages, all of the text messages, the screenshots, but in one of the screenshots, he says, I don't want anything to do with you guys. Have a good day and God bless. That's when my parents kept
But
insisting.
but can you repeat the
I'm
last
sorry.
messages your mom was sending to me? Can
I'm
you
sorry.
read the whole messages to the judge so he can know why I said that?
If he,
Where are the messages? Here's,
I'm not sure if Mr. Garza was able to get them all. But that message was after my parents kept insisting that he come and fix those. He kept giving excuses that he was at work, and then he said that other clients were first rather than my parents when they had already paid in full.
Like I
And
said, if you have a message, can you show the messages, please? Because I never said anything like that.
Estaba trabajando.
Mhm.
do you have the messages?
I have
No,
pictures.
I'm
of
asking Mr. Morales, does he have the
Oh.
messages?
No, Your Honor, because I don't have the same phone I had when I had the contact with them.
This is the only email and text I've seen.
Yeah, I sent
Like,
various
That one I can explain why. The reason why I put that I need an inspector for all that is because she was saying the whole roof was bad done, that she had a lot of leaks. They live in Montana Vista. In Montana Vista, there's no how do you say it? There's no need to have any permits or any regulations of how the roof has to be done. So I offer them as well that I will pay an inspector, and if the inspector tell me what's my fault, I will fix it. That's why she will be telling me that not to come back and anything like that. That she was gonna hire someone else to do it. Which that's why I was telling her that I needed an inspector from El Paso County to go check the roof and give me the report, and I will gladly fix whatever issues they had with me.
You're saying, is this outside of the city of El Paso?
Yes, Your Honor, it's in Montana Vista.
Ms. Flores, are you outside of the city of El Paso?
Yes, in the Montana Vista area.
I think you still need a permit.
No, you don't, sir.
You're saying you don't?
No, you don't. That's why a lot of you can buy your own house over there and start building the house without any permits. The city has an arrival over there.
Okay.
If I can add something to that. He never offered to hire an inspector. My mom actually was going to hire one, but they were too expensive. So that wasn't
I did offer your mom to hire an inspector. I will send an inspector so he can give me a report of the issues you guys are having.
No es
Like I
cierto.
say, if you can show the messages, if you can show the messages, I told her I was gonna send an inspector for him to give me a report, and whatever issues you had with me, I will go fix it.
Okay. Okay. Anything else from either side?
Algo más que
No, Your
quieran?
Honor.
Ah, entonces,
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, my judgment is for the plaintiffs in the amount of $2,000 plus the court cost.
Thank you.
¿cuánto?
Do we have each of your all's emails?
Yes.
Mr. Morales, do we have your email? Hello?
Oh, sorry. Yes, they have my email. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, we will send you a copy of the judgment.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, Judge, can you repeat the decision again?
It's a judgment for $2,000.
Okay, and then the court fees as well?
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Judge.
Hi, Ben,
Judge.
5%?
Hello?
Is it 5% or 5 point? I gotta write that down. So, okay. Thank you.